This is the setup for the Criminals game. It's a board game of cyberpunk hackers trying to oust each other in a futuristic city. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, and it takes about 20 minutes per player to complete a match. For this game, players are trying to gain resources, assets, equipment, and implants to their characters to achieve these achievements here on the board in this section of the board, which will enable them to win. The goal of the game is to achieve 6 of these achievements first, so you can win the game. In order to do this, players will be completing missions like this one and acquiring resources to combat each other during over the board. There are 2 kinds of combat for this game. There is virtual combat that is made by hacking some of these houses. These are programs that you use to infect computers over the city. When you are successful in your attempt, you place your program on the border of the hexagons. As players go throughout their game, they will be spreading their programs through the map. These will also be used for area control for the game. Whenever a player uses a space which you have majority of programs in it, you get secondary bonuses that will allow you to reap even greater rewards. Virtual combat is made by rolling these dice. They have shooting symbols and hacking symbols for virtual combat. You are trying to accumulate as much of this as possible. Whenever 2 players end their turn in the same space, there is also physical combat between them. Physical combat is also made by rolling dice, counting any equipment and abilities your character may have, and you are trying to accumulate as much as possible of these shooting symbols right here. When a player loses physical combat, his miniature is removed from the board, and just as in cyberpunk fiction of the type of Altered Carbon, your character has several bodies, several sleeves to choose from. You begin play with one of these, and when your character dies, you substitute one of your sleeves for a new body, give you a new ability when you return to the game at the center of the map. To prevent players from ganging up on each other, trophies, which are used to perform several of these achievements, have only two faces. Multiple 1 or multiple 2. After I kill the blue player, for example, I would get a blue trophy. If I kill that player a second time, I would turn this to this face, and more later kills of the same player will not award me any trophies. I want to accumulate. I want to spread around the pain on my abilities so that I can accomplish these goals as fast as I can. We thank you for your attention. We'd like to see your feedback about this little pitch.